Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sales with Jay and Ron.
Yep, where we are turning script readers into pro salespeople.
All right, guys, another great topic for today. It's going to be leaving the door open revisited.
Yes, guys. So I feel like me and Jack are going to do the best job, but we're going to try again on explaining the power of this term. When we talk leaving the door open, what we're saying is you want to put yourself in a position where you don't tell a seller you're 100% until you can get it wholesaled, confirm price, or get it renegotiated, right? But how do you do that while still getting that seller to commit to you? That's what leaving the door open is. That's one of the strongest things we've ever learned.
Yeah, guys, and it comes to just building a very, very good foundation with the seller and also setting the proper expectation.
Correct.
The ways we've done it, if you do not set the right expectation and start this from the jump, building trust, credibility, building rapport, none of it matters. So always start there. And then the main thing for us, is we actually done one last week, is that you just make sure you do everything the same as if you're going to buy their house. And then you just let them know, hey, I'm 90% sure we can buy it at this price point. For me to get to 100%, we need to put this on paper with a contingency saying that we have a week or two to confirm this price point. The reason being, right, is just because I understand that you want to know if we can buy it, but without me getting my contractors in here and my project manager and starting all of this, I have to pay these guys to come here. Without a commitment, it's hard for me to do that because then you can just go somewhere else and have somebody else buy it. Does that make sense?
Boom. You guys deliver that line just like that, and most sellers are going to say, okay, because it makes sense, right? If you just break it down like, yeah, I wouldn't buy a house if I've never seen it. Exactly, right? So that's the whole point, right? So he just left the door open to either renegotiate, to maybe wholesale, or to confirm price. So for example, for wholesaling, right? If you guys are wholesaling properties, you definitely need to leave the door open, right? Because you got to get these investors in, right? These flippers in to see if they want to buy it, right? So what do? Same thing that Jagger did, right? Set it up. Hey, listen, I have a couple of partners. Before I get them out there and make them all schedule their time to come out here, normally I do like to have something on paper, right? Because what if, it costs money to get these guys out here. So what if I get everyone lined up to come to confirm that we're 100%, and then you call me the night before and tell me, hey, Ronnie, I went with somebody else, Is that fair?
No, guys, and you see what he did there? Like partners, contractors, whoever that is, it's just to give you some time to confirm that you can buy this or that you can wholesale this to somebody else. And the best part about it is if they're not open to it, it wasn't a deal for you anyway. If you can't 100% say you're going to buy it, then this is the great next best option. We would love to tell every seller, hey, I can definitely do this. I can definitely buy it. But fortunately, Ronnie and myself aren't the most educated in the construction side of the business or at all. I was being nice, but it's just us having an idea of what we think the work would be, so then we could get this on paper, so then we could show our project manager. Some guys want to show their other partners, some guys want to just renegotiate a deal, so they want to get it under contract and then see if they can get a better price. But the whole point is just be transparent and try to not tell them you're 100% because you're not.
Exactly. And especially like Jagger mentioned, this is the last thing about renegotiating. We've done both. We've guaranteed, like when we were starting off early on, when we were like trying to buy these properties, we've done that route. Hey, we're definitely going to buy this. And then what happens? My project manager does a walkthrough, not to leave the door open. He just did a walkthrough because he just wanted to see it. And then he's like, hey, Ronnie, we don't know anything about construction. This is going to cost us an extra 15 grand. You didn't account for it. So now you try to renegotiate with that seller after you told them you're 100% versus you going to that seller and you saying, hey, there's a chance, I'm 90% sure, but I just want to make sure that my GC is seeing the same thing that I am because he's the one that actually does the construction. Is that fair? Yeah. Now he sees that $15,000 thing. So now when you come back to that seller, they were expecting you to maybe, not be 100%. So it's a different conversation, and the chances of you landing that deal are definitely higher. Trust us. We've done both.
Yeah, guys, and I think we could just leave it at that. Leaving the door open is a very powerful tool, and if you kind of want to hear more on the renegotiating side, just check out one of our last videos on it.